This video contains images to enhance the spoken information.
Equidox. Bionics, reach everyone. Equidox training, batch processing.
A presentation slide is titled Accessibility and Compliance.
Accessibility has become part of the normal course of business. Businesses and organizations are learning that all digital documents must be WCAG, ADA, and Section 508 compliant.
The WCAG logo shows 4 columns labeled Perceivable, Operable, Understandable, and Robust.
Many organizations are still using PDF files for their digital document type, despite accessibility issues that arise from these documents. These must be remediated in order to be accessible for people using assistive technology. But what happens when your organization is producing hundreds, or thousands, of PDFs every month, or every week? What can banks, financial service providers, insurance companies, healthcare entities, utilities, government, schools, and other organizations do to keep up with the vast quantity of documents they produce? How can they remediate so many statements, billing summaries, explanations of benefits, HR data, product catalogs, tax documents, budget reports, and so many other digital documents that are continually being created every day? What happens when making these documents accessible takes more time and manpower than can be allotted to the task? This is when automated batch processing is a must. Using artificial intelligence, specifically computer vision, it is possible to properly tag large quantities of repetitive or similar PDFs and make them accessible in one seamless process. Documents being produced in quantity can be analyzed by artificial intelligence developers. These developers can program a computer to understand the repetitive elements contained in digital PDF documents, and tag them appropriately, so that assistive technology can understand what is being provided. Let's have a look at an example credit card statement.
An example plain credit card statement is shown with no identifying details and all numbers replaced with X's.
This statement contains many elements that would be repeated, customer after customer, and which a computer can be programmed to identify and tag correctly for accessibility. There is a logo that will be visible on every statement, in the same location. The computer can be programmed to identify the image and location of this logo, and ensure that it is marked as an image, and given the correct alt text, such as, your bank's logo. Customer information will appear in the same place on each statement. This can be defined by location and marked as text.
The example shows an account number and customer service phone number.
There are recurring headings, in a specific font, and of a specific size and weight, that a computer can be programmed to identify and label.
The example headings include account activity, payments and other credits, purchases, fees, and interest charged.
Heading level 1 is always going to be in the same place, with the same font and weight of characters. Headings level 2 will also be identifiable by their font size. These can be defined, and during the batch processing, the computer will assign them the correct heading levels, based on that programmed definition. There are tables that will also be seen in every statement. The computer can be programmed to recognize these tables, identify the row and column headers, and appropriately tag the information found inside each cell of the table, so a person using assistive technology can obtain the information they need from their statement. After analyzing the data provided on the statements, the artificial intelligence developer will have a digital template, in which all the elements are properly defined, and can be identified by the computer during batch processing. It will understand which parts are images, and be able to automatically assign a chosen alt text for each image. It can define and tag headings of various levels, and tag table rows, columns, and cells to be understood by someone using assistive technology to access their statement. Once the process of defining the elements has been complete, the documents can be run through the automated batch process. With one click, the result will be accessible documents that can be distributed online and via email, without anyone having to manually remediate them. The time and manpower saved will be enormous. This same process can be applied to many types of PDFs, including financial and budget reports of many varieties, meeting minutes, billing statements, explanations of health benefits, product catalogs and lists, textbooks, tax documents, regulations, legislation, guidelines, user manuals, inventories, and many more. Organizations can simply provide a selection of example PDFs. Our AI developers will analyze them and define the elements within the documents. Once the documents are analyzed, developers will program a computer to do the accessibility remediation automatically. Once that is completed, they will test the results to ensure the elements are all properly tagged for assistive technology. This programming and testing will result in a digital template to tag the elements in your documents. Equidox will work with your organization to determine the best approach to implementing the accessibility batch processing into your strategic workflow. Security and confidentiality concerns will also be addressed to ensure the integrity of sensitive data. The end goal is a fast, seamless and secure process to achieving compliance. To discuss how Equidox automated batch processing can resolve your accessibility issues, contact us at www.equidox.co or email us at equidoxsales@onyxnet.com or call us at 800-664-9638.
The video ends.